Hi there, this is Nathan Ball, in-house game designer at AdInMo, and this is InGamePlay Review, a new video series where I'll be taking a look at how different developers have incorporated in-gameplay ads into their games, and giving you a glimpse of what this new technology means for the future of mobile games advertising. So the first game we'll be looking at is H.I.D.E from GS Game Studios. This is a prop hunt game that's been doing very well recently on both Android and iOS. It features a lot of strong in-gameplay ad locations, as well as a lot of best practices for the ad format in general. So let's delve right in and see how they did it. So this map takes place in an urban environment, and GS Game Studios, as you can see, have chosen to place their in-gameplay ads on billboards. Now when you're placing in-gameplay ads, trying to generate impressions and thus revenue, the two most important criteria to bear in mind are size and time. And billboards are great at meeting both of these criteria. In terms of size, they can be as large as you want really without looking out of place. And in terms of time, you can spread them around your maps, as GS Game Studios have done here, to ensure that as players move around, they encounter your billboards multiple times, and thus they're on screen for a total of 10 seconds or more. Billboards are a nice authentic way to do ads, as they exist in the real world and serve the exact same function, so they don't break the player's immersion by existing. While they are great, they are a fairly standard, conventional type of advertising, but thankfully GS Game Studios gets a bit more creative, as you'll see here in a second. So on these next couple of maps, which are a school building and a cruise ship respectively, GS Game Studios places their in-gameplay ads on digital screens rather than billboards. Now these are up on the walls around each map, and they show different ads that change over time. This is quite a nice creative use, as it lets them show different ads throughout the level and have it make sense as they're digital screens. It also shows off something that I really like about how GS Game Studios have implemented their ads, which is the framing. Their ads aren't just lying around on their own, they're framed in some way, and they make sense in the game world. And those are two really important things to bear in mind when you're placing your ads, if you want to maximise immersion and also maximise your impressions. And finally here we have some of what I like to call stacked ads, which is when a developer places two ads within the same space. This is quite a nice technique to use. It's very efficient, as it basically lets you get twice as many ad impressions out of the one space in your game. And it's used really nicely here. The ads look really authentic, and they've been effectively spaced out throughout the game environment here on the map. So they look good, and they allow GS Game Studios to effectively double up on their impressions as well. So that was H.I.D.E from GS Game Studios. It's a great implementation of it in-gameplay ads, with a lot of great ad placement locations throughout. Hopefully it's given you some ideas of how to incorporate in-gameplay ads in your own project, or inspired you to give the format a try if you haven't already. Hope you've enjoyed this episode of InGamePlay Review. I've been Nathan Ball, and I hope to see you next time.